That's nice. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, and I hope you're all well rested, and hope you had a great night's sleep. It's Catfish Tyler. Good morning, good morning. And today we're going to be talking about SoFi stock. Gary Inwards, good morning, little tank zoodles and cat. Gary was here before you were awake. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I've started. My wife just says, you're already started? J. Crew Cruise Life, good morning, buenos dias. Gary, we had a member of the tank, a subscribed member of the tank yesterday, Addict One. What did Addict One say or do that got him banned? If you don't mind my asking. Because I know sometimes people will say something, and, people can be joking, but some people are crass, very crass. And when they're joking, we might take it as something more literal, and they're just trying to be, kind of a ham like me. So I was wondering, Gary, he said, he wrote me last night and said, hey, I just wanted you to know that, one of your moderators banned me. And he said, I didn't do anything. Well, I'm asking now, what would be the purpose or reason for him having been, his name was Addict One. Now, I don't really like the name Addict One for one, but I asked him, as a matter of fact, the first time I saw him in here, I says, what are you addicted to? Is what I asked him as soon as I saw his name. I asked, hey, good morning, Alex McCall, good morning. Yes, I've decided to start taking advantage of these 8 o'clock runs. And if you give me a second, let me get logged on here. These 8 o'clock major, swings sometimes at 8 a.m. It's just crazy. And as of right now, this morning, I don't have any internet. I'm not sure why. Just give me a second, though, and see if I can get connected. This is the second morning in a row I've had trouble getting connection on my internet here. What's going on? Huh. Well, let's go over here to Wi-Fi. Show available networks. I'm not even seeing anything. Let me make sure somebody didn't trip on a cord or something here. Nope, that's all plugged in. Huh. This is the second day in a row I've had trouble close this. Close this. Close this. I don't know. Maybe we'll restart this thing. Let me make sure all my data is saved. By the way, institutions added more shares yesterday, institutional ownership. Lately, folks. Dirty shorters. Cut me off, huh? You think they come out and cut my fiber optic cable? We did have a pretty big storm come through here last night. But kind of hard to figure out why I don't have internet this morning. I've unplugged my whole system and replugged it back in. Anyway, let me just save all these and I'll just try restarting my computer. Sometimes that, for some reason, can be part of the problem. I don't know. Yesterday, we saw one of the smallest swings ever, but that 82-cent swing from the high to the low was a lot more, was stronger than the last 82-cent swing high to low. On the last 82-cent swing, we only recovered 56 cents. We're going to get 4 or 5 days. Keeping track of these guys and how they manipulate, and the momentum is strong. So let me save this one too, and then we'll close out this session, and we can't even connect to our VPN, so we're going to restart this computer. Going to start it over right now. Power restart. Now let's see if we've got internet over here, because this could be a determining factor. And man, am I glad I sold BTAI yesterday. Wow. Yeah, see now, this is the weird part. I got internet over here, and obviously I'm streaming from my phone, so I obviously have internet here. So good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, Gary Edwards, yes. Jay Cruz, yes. Michael Quesada. Michael Quesada, good morning. Buenos dias. Good morning, Tank. Richie B, good morning. Rusty Prater. Hey, Rusty, thank you for your donation. I noticed $10. Thank you. Your name's gone on to the drawing list for Friday's drawing. And several new members are on the drawing list, too. I'd like to say, and rejoining members. So Ronald Hart, Maurice Martin, Victor Marmaleo, Clinton Glasgow, Dan, Doe D, and Currency Brutus. Thank you for resubscribing or rejoining. And I appreciate that. It makes a huge difference, folks. Okay, my computer's restarting. Let's go over here and look at SoFi this morning. 24.24 in the after hours. Didn't get pulled down at all. And this morning on SoFi, just so you know, I have my buy orders down at 23.66, 23.77, 23.87.88, 23.92.93. Because I thought, but then last night, I thought to myself, man, Tyler, you just showed everybody what happens after SoFi closes at the high of the day. Sometimes the next morning it spikes up 30 cents. It opens 30 cents higher. So I just decided to buy it, and I did last night. And I didn't want to put that out there for you guys to duplicate, because I wasn't sure it was a good idea. Because I usually don't like to hold overnight. But again, those of you that are here know that I track very closely the activity of SoFi. And I notice that there's a pattern going on. When SoFi closes near the high of the day, it continues to go right on up the following day and the day after and the day after. So, and I'll show you guys this in just a moment if you stick around. If some of you have already seen it, I'm sure, so many times. But let's get over here. And as you can see, my thumbnail today is shorts are getting it handed to them, getting annihilated. And not only that, folks, this SoFi stock institutional ownership has just been phenomenal. I mean, it has been. It's been incredible. And let me get down here. I just loaded up the stream over here. Trying to read everybody's comments this morning, so just hold on here. All right, here we go. Richie B, good morning. Rusty Prater, yes, morning all. Cat, did you get my email or your Yahoo email? Did you get my email on your Yahoo email? No, I did not yet. I haven't checked my Yahoo email, but I will. I will in a moment. Check email. Man, where's my nice pen? Huh. Oh, well, gonna have to use this pen. Don't know where my nice pen went to. Okay, let me get over here. Email from. Thank you. I will check it, Rusty. All right. Dirty Shorters, Neil Weston. Hello, good morning. Neil, you know, your name is spelled like Weston Hotels. Are you related to anybody in the Weston Hotel? Hey, Tyler, thanks for the loaner blow-up doll. I just finished off. You're gonna swing by your place after work and return him. What? Pardon, his back door is rather loose now and excessive DNA on the cheeks. Somebody's feeling good this morning. RH 67, 61. Our Richie B, get him, Gary. No, Weston, yes. Jane Street up 130% increase in holdings in SoFi. Yes, they bought 65 million the other day. Are you saying they bought more? Are you saying they bought even more? They didn't come in again, did they, Neil? All right, RH6761. Hi there. Gary, institution owns over 60% in SoFi shares. Wait a minute. That is, then you are saying that. So let me go over here. Let me jump over here to institutional ownership right now. Owners, institutional owners. Well, that has not been reflected on FinTel yet. They're still only showing 50.77%. Listen, folks, some people would get excited about institutional ownership getting so high on it because the more of the stock that is owned by institutions, the less subject it is to manipulation. But for me, that's not necessarily a good thing. Honestly, I'd rather see the stock get manipulated daily like it's doing and make these dollar swings each day. That's how we make money. We pick up the bottom on this stock right now, and chances are almost every day we make $1 a share, right? I've been showing you that. This is a day trade primo time for this stock, okay? Day trading stock, 100%. Shorts are getting scared. They're leaving. Yesterday, they returned another bunch of shares yesterday. And there have been some very, 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 very large buys in the after hours yesterday. Again, so this is 2 days in a row. We're seeing highly abnormal, very high strings. These are string purchases, folks. And in the dark pool last night, there was 1.5 million and 8.3 million. And listen to this, in the secondary last night, 1.06 million, 1.6 million, 5.5 million, 16.9 million, 1.9 million, 1.4 million, and 24.2 million. Now, just so you know, that 24.2 million purchase happened to be exactly 999,900 shares. And I'm listening to Cal at Trending Stocks. Please go and check out his information every day, because he supplies very good information that I share every day on this channel. And he is of the belief that with the purchase of 999,900 shares, that is a hedge fund. He said, I'm fairly certain that's a hedge fund, and I believe it. But just so you know, on this Friday, a market mover is going to be, Powell is going to be speaking at Jackson Hole on Friday. And everybody is up, a little bit jittery about this, about what he might say. But the question is, at Jackson Hole here on Friday, is he going to hint? Is he going to wiggle the worm about a possible rate cut on Friday? And I think that the market is already fairly sure that there is a 0.25 coming in September. I think they're all ready for that. I think he finally realizes that, he's starting to look a little bit like he is too late Powell. And but hey, better late than never. Okay. Now let me get writing on down here. Make sure we try to address everyone this morning. And institution over 60%. Thank you, Neil Weston, for letting us know that. Good morning, Catfish. Thank you. Good morning, Paul Fraser. Good morning. Don Domingo, 79. What do you think about the stock DAY and INTC? Well, at this stage, nothing, but I'm going to write them down. DAY and INTC. And I write your name beside that because I like to always give credit for people that pick out good ones. Don Domingo. All right, let's go have a look-see at DAY stock. And also, just to make sure that you guys can see everything. Yes, it looks like you can. DAY stock, Yahoo. Give me just a moment here. And good morning, everyone. We've got 56. That's a really good number. It's a multiple. 8 times 8 is 56. So let's hit the like button at 8:08. That's cool. Let's hit it at 8:08 and 48 seconds, okay? No, 8:08 and 8 seconds. So in 30 seconds, and until that time, can we please put some emotions up on the screen? And let's get, and then we'll get right on all this information I've got for you that I'm going to share with you today. But come on, put a heart on the screen, everyone. Everyone put a heart on the screen. Put your heart on the screen. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And please hit that like button right now. Oh, man. And there's a heart on for me and a heart on for you. There's a heart on for every cat here to view. There's a heart on for me and a heart on for you. A on the screen for everybody to view. All right. 51 people, and I saw 2 likes before we sang that song. How many likes do we have now? How many likes did the Hard On song get us? 14, huh? My goodness. 51, and I got 14 likes. That makes me think that we might have about 30-something shorters here on this channel. Yeah, that means I think we might have about 30 shorters who don't want me talking about SoFi in such a positive way. We got a lot of them here, don't we, folks? Wow. All right, hold on. I mean, think about it. We got 51 people, 59 now. We had 56, now 62. And we've got 14 likes. Huh. Maybe 50 people here just don't know whether they like it or not. They don't know if they like it here or not. Let's play them all a song, shall we? And let's see if they like music. If they like music, maybe they'll hit the like button. We got another kid coming, the 5th one now in 6 years. And hey, listen, folks, this is one of my songs, and you can find many others. There's 125 original songs I have on YouTube, and I'm going to play this one now for you. And got another kid coming, 5th one now in 6 years. And I wish I could tell you how happy I am, but there's something peculiar I can't understand. Yes, I must admit it's a little confusing. How could have I missed what I've been seeing? I look at our kids, become clear to see. Not a single dang one of them looks like me. They're not one of my children look like me at all. I'll walk right by them when they're there in the wall. It's weird, I can see them right in front of my eyes. They look like total strangers I can't recognize. And my friends, they all care, and some of them have shared. Perhaps it's time I pay better attention. They say my wife might be fooling around, and that's why all my kids look like guys here in town. So I'm watching my boy as he's playing ball. He looks a hell of a lot like our mailman Paul. I look at the eyes of the one born last summer. Much to my surprise, she looks like Peter the plumber. Oh no, that's a real bummer. Peter the plumber? So I'm looking around, and here's what I found. Yeah, my kids do look like other guys here in town. Started to wonder when I'm not home if my wife isn't there by herself, all alone. But when my baby's born today, please don't say, oh my, that sure looks a lot like Richard, our pizza guy. I'll be proud and I'll shout when I finally see that baby pops out, looks something like me. Oh yeah, I'll be as proud as can be. If this child looks a little like me, happy as can be. If this one looks like me, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh. I won't even begin to try to play that. All right. So that just gives you a little taste of my music, folks. If you want to, come on over and give a listen to the rest of them. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Neil Weston, random buys. Let's see. So let's go look at DAY and INTC. DAY stock. Someone has mentioned this stock this morning. We're going to take a look at it right now. And it is up 25% yesterday. And I would never, ever, ever in my life, ever, I would never buy a stock at 666 a share unless it had been driven down to that. That's a sell number. So that's a definite sell. Do not buy there. Put your buy order in there at $6.44 right now. 66.44. 66.44 if you want to buy that. Do not 66. Put a buy order in at, I'm sorry, put your buy order in at $61, not $66.60. Never buy a stock at that if it's driven up to that price. That would be very risky to buy at the 60, okay? Very risky to buy there. All right, let's see if we're connected to the internet now. And we are. Fox News halted midair. What? Fox News halted midair for breaking news as President Trump issues a serious warning. Clickbait. Clickbait. You guys probably heard about Warren Buffett buying into a bunch of stocks. All right, let's go look at SoFi this morning. And we've got the internet working again, so that's good. I also want to take a look at another stock that we've had our eyes on here. And that is, I want to see BITF this morning. And I noticed that, of course, TNXP has reduced in about 15-20% since it hit its highs. But I told you guys to have sell orders on that at $55 and $59 and $64, $66. Sell that TNXP. I only own a very few shares compared to what I did have because I told you it was going to make its run and then it's going to probably pull right back down. All right. BITF continues its climb. Very nice. Let me get over here and I want to mute my volume. And then the next stock that I want to look at, besides the one that was just called out, is INTC. INTC stock. There we go. Huh. Damn thing doesn't even show up under Yahoo. Interactive chart. Well, I'll use that. No, I don't like that at all. No. Man, whoop ass. That's a can of whoop ass right there. Whooping retailers' ass is what they've done. Let's string this out to a 1-year chart. Tell you the truth, this looks a shitload like a SoFi, doesn't it? The big spike in 2021. Now, this is only a 1-year chart, but it looks like 2021, 2021 down David Chiaverini Day there. Then over here was when they hit 1170 in July, and then they ran it down to $6. Then it came up to a higher in the tens and whatever. Then it came all the way down to 601 in August. There it is, 601 in August. It was the same time. Comes up here, catches the little hitch and go, comes down here, and man, I like it actually. Look at all the volume behind it. It's been manipulated down right now, and I like it actually right there. I like that hitch. Right here is a good place to catch this. So I do like the look of that. It looks a lot like SoFi's chart. Okay. Neil Weston says, yes, Jane Street up 130% increase in holdings in SoFi. Yes, institutions own over 60%. Good morning, Catfish, my guy. Yep. All right, hold on here. Let me make sure I'm catching everybody. Alex McCall, open, Cat. I know you sold yesterday. OPEN. Yeah. I still have 110 shares of open in one of the accounts. So what's it doing this morning? Open stock. $403. All right. Yeah, I still got 100 shares of it. Thanks for letting me know. I think I'm going to sell that. And let me get logged on here to Thinkorswim. Videsis, good morning. Welcome. Michael Quesada, good morning. Yes, Michael. Michael says, sing it. Doc Airline 52. Michael Quesada, rising. Denise Mansell, hello and good morning. Doc Airline, good morning to you. Hell of a song, Cat, says Alex Bacall. Thank you. Alex says, Roundabout. Yes, yes, I love that song. Yep, play it, somebody says. I'm going to go listen to Roundabout. It is an incredible song. It's one of the best songs ever created in rock and roll time. Open is almost 4. Open, yep. Jimmy, LOL. Yes, Roundabout. Yes, I can't see the screen well. That's the ticker. Hold on, folks. Let me get logged in here. Hold on a second. Let me get over here on SoFi first. And I'm glad I bought that SoFi last night in the after hours. I knew they pulled it back about 3 cents. I bought it last night. I did buy it. So let me get logged in here, please. Hold on. Oh, and before I do, go over here to my Express VPN. And we're going to be logging in on the Express VPN. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and logged in. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to log in on Charles Schwab account here. Just give me a minute while I do this. Okay, going over here. I'm going to go in here right now. And I'm going to log in on this account, which is going to be, all right. And then just 1 second here, folks. All right, and we're logging in. And I'm going to need to get a text message here. So you guys just hold on a second while I get this text message. I'm going to put the screen to black for a moment. I'll be right back. It'll take less than 10 seconds for me to get this code and get logged in. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I am back and I am logged in and I'm going to sell this OPN. Nice profit today. $378. Sweet. So I'm going to go to right now to this OPN that I have, and I'm going to click on OPN, boink. And in this account, I have about 4,000 cash to buy with right now. And let's go look at OPEN where it is. And also, we're going to look at the other stock that was just called out, INTC. Which would be Intel Corporation. Up 5% today, huh? And trying to break 25. If it broke 25.13, I'd go in on it. If it does not break 25.13 or 25.20, I'm out. If it gets to 25.20, you should sell INTC and then buy it back at 24.88. And I put my buy orders in on it now at 24.88 right now, 24.88 and 24.89. Because when it gets to 25.08, they might even pull back to 24.97 or less, 24.93 or 23.88. I'm telling you, when that thing hits 25.08, it'll probably come back. If it doesn't stop at 25.08, then I might even go ahead and go get some of it. But that's usually a break point, 25, the 08 number. You'll watch and see. Watch it. Watch and see if it doesn't stop at either 8, 13, or 25.20. All right? It's going to stop at 25.08, 25.13, or 25.20. One of those numbers that'll stop there and come back. And if it doesn't, then it's off to the races. And if it goes over 25.20, you should let me know, because I don't believe it's going to happen. But I could be wrong. All right, so I'm going to sell this. I'm looking here at this OPEN. And folks, let me get logged in here on this account. Hold on a second. Hold on. And this is going to be all right. And I'm going to have to get one more message sent to me, and I'll be right back, folks. It's going to stop at 25.08, 25.13, or 25.20. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Logging in here in my Thinkorswim. This is a paper money account here that I'm using. This is one I started up for everybody to teach them how to trade using Thinkorswim. And now we're logged in here. And I am going to be buying, I've got right now 3,000 to buy with. And I'm going to keep on here. I've not had one of my lower orders filled this morning. They did not run SoFi down a bit this morning in the pre-market like I hoped they would. I was hoping they'd come all the way down here to 23.50, folks. I really was. I don't think they're going to do it today, folks. I think they're screwed, and this thing is going to open higher like I showed you guys. right? Okay, INTC. I'm going to call this out, folks. It's going to stop at 2508, 2513, or 2520. And your buybacks should be coming in now at 2487, 2488, 2492, 93, 2497 even. Folks, we got a whole hour until the market opens up. And I'm going to get over here. I'm looking here at OPN. Bid is 415, 418. And I'm going to start buying here, folks. And I'm buying the stock OPN. I'm going to be coming in 10 shares at a time. Buying limit. Good till cancel plus extended. Review order and place it. Okay. Going over to order status. I'm trading with Charles Schwab here. I just filled at 418. Going to duplicate this order. I want to change the price to 414. And I even want 413, of course. So I'm going to hit review order and place it. And this is also good till cancel because it's automatically, I'm duplicating the order so I don't have to choose good till canceled again. And I'm going to leave that order open at 413. I'm going to go back down here to the order that filled already and duplicate this order. And I want to buy it right now, limit 418, put it in again, review order and place it. And I understand. Okay. And folks, this thing's at 420, and if it doesn't stop there, watch out. All right, here we go. We're looking good. Trying to get 416 now. And I just filled at 415.99. I'm trying to get 413. It looks like I just filled 413. Buy. Gummit. Duplicate. Come on, man. There we go. Come on down here. Get me 412. $414, huh? I just filled at 414. INTC is now 2506, folks. It's going to have trouble getting over 2508. This thing's out of here, folks. OPN. And it just went over 420, folks. Oh my gosh, it's jumped up to 423. Wow, it's at 425, folks. I'm not going to get that 412, that's for sure. Place order. Trying to get 417 here. And folks, I'm buying this stock right here, OPEN. I'm going to show it to you right here, folks. Go over to the chart. This is the stock I'm buying right here, folks. And I just got it on the sack, folks. Just got it on the sack right then. OPEN. And there she goes. Broke over the 200 just then. Broke over the 200 where I bought it right there on that sack, folks. Nice. And also broke this resistance point where it was earlier. And now the 10-day is breaking over where the 5-day resisted earlier. The 10-day just broke over it. I'm sitting on $3,000 to buy with this morning if we get the right stock, folks. And of course, they bring it down to 420. I'm trying to buy 417 still on OPEN. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you if SoFi goes over 2460 day, expect 26 very quickly after that. 2460 is where we got to break. We got to break 2460, folks. We go over 2466 and it's going to go to $26. Okay, it looks like I just filled 417 on OPEN. Yep, just filled 417. Duplicate this order. Yep, review order and place it. SoFi is moving right on up, folks. It looks very good. Try and get 413 here on this open here, 413. And I don't even care about that. I'll just get 414. And I just filled it 413.99. I love that. Duplicate order. Let's try and get 411. Just filled at, nope, I don't have that filled yet. About to, though. Just filled at 411.99. Just filled 411.99 on OPN. And now it's at 413, 414. Now 412. Looks like a lot of accumulation going on here around this number. A lot of trading here at 413. I just filled at 411.99, and now I'm trying to buy 412. Won't fill. I'm on the stock OPN. Trading OPN. Let's go look at what the chart looks like now on this. And look at this volume here, 1,700,000 shares at 415. Not even the favorite number of theirs, 413, but 415, folks. 2 cents over their favorite number. All this volume just over their favorite number to accumulate. Man, I like that, folks. Man, if I can see this thing get any lower, I'll start buying with my paper money account here too. And as a matter of fact, I am going to buy it here right now at 413. Edit this. Got to make it, instead of day, go down to good till cancel plus extended. It's got to be a limit order instead of market. Review, confirm, and send. There we go. See if we can pick that up. Pull down here. And just accumulating time. Time to accumulate at the 413, I guess. For 45 minutes, folks. They're going to try and hold it here and accumulate it. There we go. And I can't even get that order to fill at 413 now. Huh. I guess we're going to take it up to 414. Yeah, I'm going to. And I can't even get a 414 to fill either, folks. Wow. I've got bids in at 413, 413, 4. I've got them in at 412, 413, 413. Guess we'll forget about the 412 change and just go to 415 minimum on it, I guess. Screw it. They're not going to let me have it. Review order and place it. And I just filled where? Just filled at 413. See, I had to force it to get it there. They weren't going to fill any of these orders I had at 413, but I had to put in a 414 and then fill at 413. How do you like that tactic? How do you like that tactic? And now it's at 418. Nice. Let's try 416. Place it. Going back to 414 here, too. They'll come back to it. They'll come back to it. I just filled at 416, and I filled 415. You can see right here, folks. These are my fill prices. I filled at 417, 418, 413, 411, 411, 413, 413, 415, 416. And I'm buying the stock I'm buying OPEN here, folks. I'm using Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. I also own 45,000 shares of this company right here, SoFi stock. I bought it. It's starting at the day when it was $4.66 a share. Actually, my first entry was 200 shares at $4.59. And then the price had gone up into the 460s, and then out came David Chiaverini, and he attacked my stock, and I had to fire back. So I started this channel because I didn't want him running our stock into the ground. And I started defending SoFi, and I've been the defender of this stock, and I've been at the guard steadily streaming every day for 2 years now, and I'm getting people rich. Folks, this is nothing. This thing's going to go to 26, 28, 30, 35, 40, 45. All these institutions that are buying in. Man, you wouldn't believe how many they came in yesterday, folks. Jane Street Group bought in another massive buy. And I want you to see SoFi institutional ownership. It's insane, folks. The increases of these portfolios has been noteworthy, and you should have your attention on where the money's flowing, because the money is flowing in big time right now, folks, into this market. And I want you to see the SoFi now has institutional owners 1,035, and that's changed. The volume has now spiked by a whole bunch more shares. Someone said this morning, and you'll see it up here. I'm going to pin this message, and it says, Jane Street up 130% increase in SoFi holdings. So I'm going to pin that message. Pin message. There it is. Very nice. Sledge 1312, glad open is up, but I was hoping to be able to get it at $3 shares. Doc says they're going to drop it at open, and someone else says they're going to pop it at the open. And by the way, I think you guys are talking about SoFi, right? I'm not sure. Did someone say 420? Hey, let me show you something here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're going to be able to start expecting to see happen with SoFi almost every day, folks. What this shows here is how many shares are available to borrow right now. Look at this right here, folks. They borrowed these shares for 40 minutes. 40 minutes, folks. They borrowed 10 million shares for 40 minutes to attack the price down and sell 10 million shares the first 20 minutes and then buy them back the second 20 minutes. Look right here. The time was 1:30. They borrowed all 10 million shares at 1:34 in the afternoon, and then they returned all 10 million at 2:30, 1 hour later, folks. These drops in the SoFi price that come out of nowhere are done in this fashion, all right? Because they returned these shares that they borrowed right here at the 1:30. They returned them by 2:30, and there they were back. Then the next time here, look at this, 12:30 in the afternoon, 12:30, they borrowed 10 million shares again, folks, at the lunchtime, mid-lunchtime low, and then they sold them at 12:30, and they returned them at 1:02, folks. 31 minutes later, they returned them all. Folks, this is manipulation 101, okay? And this is how desperate they've become. This is the only way now that these shorters can make any money, by borrowing 10 million shares, selling them over 30 minutes, buying them back the next 30 and returning them. This is the only way they can make any money, folks. This stock is too strong for them to contain right now. This is the only way that they can make any money right now on the stock. Borrowing 10 million shares, selling them over a 10-minute period. They put a put on it, they short it, then they sell it down 10 million shares, then they go long on it, and then they make the money as it runs back up all afternoon as they're buying back in, folks. It's a genius move, and I'd do it too if I were them. So be expecting big, I call them vaginal drops, okay? I call them vaginal drops, folks, and then they sell them all, then they got to buy them all back. Okay, and you're seeing that now on SoFi every single day. These mid 10:30 drop, or 11:48, or 12:30 drop, or 2. Folks, that's how they're doing, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Don't know whether you heard it or not, but MSNBC does not exist anymore. MSNBC. Fake news is gone. That's right. We're going to be MS Now. What are you doing? You've made some now change. You've got something different. Now. MS Now. Now, huh? I think it'd be more like MSNBC later. I think that's what it was. MSNBC you later. You're gone. Nobody's watching your shit anymore. Nobody believes you. You've been lying to the people of America for too long, and nobody listens to you anymore. Your viewership has plummeted because you're all a bunch of puppets saying what you're instructed to say. There was a video put out on YouTube, showed about 25 different networks all rattling off the word verbatim, everything. And it all ended with a threat to our democracy. Every one of them, they all said the same thing, all written out by Soros or whoever. And they all got it issued to them. They all put it out the same day, and they all saying the same freaking thing, like a bunch of freaking puppets, all on a stage going yakety yak 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 yak, and none of them talking any truth, as we all know about the Russia collusion and everything. And Schiff, have a good time, and you too, Comey, enjoy that cucumber. You work that cucumber out. I don't know if you saw the video of Comey saying he got his mug shot. He was practicing for his mug shot, and then he's saying, yeah, and I've got some cucumbers. I'm getting limbered up. Yeah, beautiful. I think it was AI, but at any rate, you should watch it. Jim Comey mugshot video. Put it up and watch it. It's hilarious. Anyway, hey, I'm just here to tell the news, okay? I'm just here to tell the news. All right? I'm just here to tell the news. I'm not, don't shoot the carrier, okay? Don't shoot the carrier. Going back over here, trying to run this thing down on me now, huh? That's all right. I think I'm going to be fine. Looks like they are trying to run it down at the open, though. But SoFi, how are we standing now? Ah, beautiful. And we're still 34 minutes away from the bell. Can you guys do me a favor? Oh, Alex Bacall holding open from 250s. Nice, very nice. 256, nice, yes. Alex Bacall, 25 million traded open, nice. Thank you, Alex. Paul Fraser, open equals long. Doc Airline, LFG, $28. Good morning, everyone. Sledge, yep. SoFi going to pop on open, yep, I believe it. Neil Weston, 50 cents, yep. Open Door just fired their CEO. A lot of people are hoping they put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They gonna drop it at open, 124.40, 124.24. Last time they had it at 23.23, 22.22. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Glad open is up. Am I hoping to get $3 shares? Looking for SoFi to run down to that 23.88 to buy back in. Yes. You can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to SoFi, and hold on here, SoFi, let me buy. And I won't do it. SoFi, here we go. Price now 24, 28, 29. But look where my buy orders are. I start here at 23.98, 99, 97. I got them here at 23.93, 23.89, 88, 87. I have buys at 23.71 and 76.77. I have buys at 23.67, 66. And I have buys at 23.57, 56, 55. And buys at 23.51. So I'm all the way down to 23.51 if Shorty wants to try to knock this thing down 60 cents at the open. And I've been showing you guys how much they've been running this thing down each morning at the open lately. I got a sheet that shows you how much they've been running it down. And let me get it out. On August the 1st, they ran SoFi down 11 cents at the open. August the 4th, they ran it down 10 cents at the open. August the 5th, they ran it down 52 cents at the open. August the 6th, they ran it down 30 cents at the open. August the 7th, they ran SoFi down 66 cents at the open. August the 8th, they ran it down 27 cents at the open, folks. All right? So just be Be aware, they run it down at the open sometimes. It doesn't hurt to have the orders in there in case they pull it again and try to run it down 60 cents at the open. Maybe they decide today to sell all 10 million shares. They go borrow for 30 minutes again, right at the open. Don't know for sure. No way to say for certain what they're going to do and when they're going to do it. They like to do it that way, so you never know. So you don't know what they're going to do. And now I'm going to show you another piece of paper. August the 4th, they ran it down 2 cents. August the 5th, they ran it down 95. August the 6th, they ran it down 40. August the 7th, they ran it down 20. August the 8th, they ran it down 7. August the 11th, they ran it down 80 cents. August the 12th, they ran it down 10. August the 13th, they ran it down $1.09. August the 14th, they ran it down 68 cents. And August the 15th, they ran it down 48 cents. Wow. It's pretty amazing to see that, isn't it? And folks, SoFi has now jumped to 24.56, 24.60 almost. Holy smokes. Dang, look at SoFi go. Alexa, call David Sunday.
Calling Dave Sunday's mobile.
Good morning, brother.
Go into your account and see, do you have a lot of SoFi? It just hit 24.60, folks. It's breaking out, Dave. It's breaking out. And man, I can yeah, just get your account loaded up. You guys get your account loaded up and get ready, because this is going to be, we got to cap this off when it hits the highs, and we're going to buy it when they go to the lows. Man, oh man,
oh. Buy market now?
Yes, we're going to come in, and man, this thing is going to go to $28, bro. Something tells me. And I want you to know, also on Lynn, I bought her open yesterday, and it's up 8% today. OPN. And so just get logged in. Get logged in and get ready to rumble. And SoFi is now sitting at 24.58, and I told everybody resistance. Wow. I told everybody resistance was going to be at 24.60. Resistance is going to be at 24.60.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
All right. Yep. Sell 24.60.
I'm gonna be out, so I'm just gonna be buying this morning. You got Lynn loaded up.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Cool. Yep. It's at 24.72 right now. All right. We'll talk to you later, bro.
Bye.
Love you, man. Bye. Wow. Well, this is my paper money account. I can't buy any in it, but I'm going to go over here, and Alexa, terminate the phone call. And holy smokes, everybody. Wow. Going to get over here. And I got 4,000 here to buy with, so I'm going to go in on SoFi now. And I'm coming in on a buy here for some crazy reason, because I think it's going to rocket, man. So here we go. We're going to buy 10 shares, limit price. Wow. Gosh dang, folks. Good till cancel plus extended. She's running, folks. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm waiting for it to break over 24.88 before I buy it. There it goes. Review order and place it. Yeah, I'm in. Order status. And it says open. Smoking, folks. SoFi is now 24.90, folks. Buy. Limit, good till canceled, plus extended. Review order and place it. And I just filled at 24.84 and a half, 24.85. And I am now filling at, or trying to. I've got my bids in at 24.80 and 24.84 now. I already told you guys if this thing went over 24.60 that it could easily go to $26. I just filled at 24.87 just then. Trying to get 24.81 now. Trying to get 24.81. And I just saw it hit 24.82. There we go, 24.82. Try that. That's 2 times they've touched 24.82. There they go. That's one more. Come on. There we go. I just filled, should have just filled 24.82. Yep, it should fill. These should be filling now. Because I had 24.83 in there and 24.81. Yep, I got 24.83 and 24.81 just then. Yep, got 24.81, folks. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to get these orders I had down there at 23.66s. That's for dang sure. God dog it. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. That ain't going to happen. I'll still leave in 2366, but wow. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, folks. We got 20 minutes till this market opens. In case you don't know who you're listening to, I am Catfish Tyler, and I've been trading since I was lucky enough to get on the Wheel of Fortune and win a bunch of money back in the year 2000. And if you want to go see that, there's a daily motion video on Google. Just type in Wheel of Fortune, Tyler, Amy, Joy, and put that in Google, and you'll find that video. It's by Daily Motion, and it shows the whole show. And I got lucky and won a bunch of money, and I started trading. And I've been doing very well for myself since then. And I've learned from a lot of mistakes. I've lost a lot of money. Last week, I lost a lot on one of the call outs by in at Wood Knuckles Cove. But that's all right. We're back up and running, and we're making money every day, as you can see. And right now, my SoFi is looking good, running like the wind. And she is at 2477. 2477. Fabulous. Let's get back over here. Come over here. Bingo, schmango, duplicate order. And we're trying to come in 2475. Review order and place it. My account balances. I just filled 2476. And my current cash available, I've got 2,279 yet to still buy with. And this is the account that I'm using here, Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. All right. And going back over here to now positions. And we're going to go to open. We've only got 170 shares of SoFi now. $24, 61, and 65. Okay. That's a big gap, folks. I'll buy right here. Get over here now. And just filled at 2465. now? Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. I just restarted my camera. Can you hear the volume?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, good. For some reason, the volume cut off. Man, it's those daggum shorts, man. They just don't want me talking to you guys. Folks, I want you to look at something. Look at all these massive accumulations by all of these lately here, these funds coming in on SoFi, increasing Sumitomo. They're a major whale. They just increased their portfolio value by 102%. That's a huge whale on the 31st. ARK Investment, Kathy Wood, just increased her portfolio by 242%. And this was all just after, remember, it was on the 29th after our earnings that they announced the $1.5 billion shelf offering. And all of a sudden, all these institutions, Motley Fool, started increasing their portfolio by 51%. You got Simplest Trading. They got 1,350,000 shares. They doubled down and increased their portfolio by 108%, folks. Holy crap. Look at Vanguard Group increasing their portfolio. They already own 100 million plus shares, and they increased their portfolio by 57.87%. Why? Why did Nico Assets, who owns 3,399,960 shares, just increase their portfolio by 102%? Why did TD Waterhouse of Canada increase their portfolio by 650% on this stock? Why did Private Investor Group step up and increase their portfolio by 79%? And Citigroup, one of our competitors, for God's sake, a bank they already own 3,195,000 shares, and they increased their portfolio by 52% on SoFi. And their other Citigroup stock increased their portfolio by 75%. Folks, follow the dang money. Follow the money. Follow the money. Buy every little pullback of 2 or 3% on this stock, I'm telling you. Oh, man, this is getting good, folks. This is getting good. All right, let's get back over here. We're going to be watching on the charts. We want to look at these two stocks we're in right now. So we're going to come over here. This is the stock chart on SoFi right now. So I'm going to show you this. Just give me a second here. There it is. The charts tell it all, folks. And that right there, folks, is what I call the praying mantis. This is the praying mantis formation, folks. And they devour the heads off of the shorts that try to screw with it. All right. And then they eat them. All right. In case you didn't know that. So if you go up and you want to screw with a mantis and you're a male and she gets you up there and has a good old time with you, she'll bite your head off, spit it to the curb, and then she eats you. And then all of your nutrients go to those eggs you just fertilize. See that? So this is the praying mantis formation right now. And I'll show it to you in more in depth. You can see it more magnified when I cross this right here and look at it. Oh, man, look at the 5-day try to get pushed below the 10-day there. Look at it bouncing off. Look at the 45-day blue leaving the 50-day yellow. And look at the steadily rising 200-day, folks. Just look at that. It's a thing of beauty, folks, and it won't be stopped. It's a tsunami. It's a tsunami. Tsunami, okay? You talk a Chinese here on this channel. That's a tsunami. That's actually Japanese, I think. A word, a tsunami, Japanese. Okay, now let me move back over here. And I want to look at not just this stock, SoFi right here, but I want to look at OPEN that I just bought this morning. OPEN. And here it is, folks. And that's a dog head. That's a dog head chart, and they're herking and jerking and herking and jerking and herking and jerking and herking, folks. And pretty soon they're going to jerk this thing right off. They keep herking it around like this. All right, this is OPEN. OPEN now. 403. Is at 403 a share now, 404. And I'm going to trade. I got buying power, so I'm going to buy this. OPEN, I want to buy this right now at the open. OPEN. Open door. Bingo. And it is currently at 402, 403. And the high yesterday was 395 on this stock. I believe 395 was the high yesterday on it. And right now it's at 401, 402. And the time is now 9:28. We are 2 minutes away from the bell ringing. Can you guys go down here and put a heart on the screen for you? Mantis donates to Mantis. I'm that's right. Yep, here we go. I'm calling out FMST, but I can't buy it. My brokerage turned the buy button off for some reason. All right, VZ Rover, thanks for that. FMST. And just so you guys all know, Jane Street Group, look up the pinned message, increased their portfolio by 130%. And he's claiming, Neil Weston says on this news about Jane Street buying 130% increase in their holdings in SoFi. He said that means that SoFi has just gone over 60% institutional ownership. All right, folks, here we go. And here we go. We're going to be buying at market here. Buying. I'm sending this in. The bell is going to ring right now, folks. I'm trying to market buy OPN. And I want to buy it right now. The bell is ringing right now. Here we go, folks. Let's rock and roll. And I'm buying OPEN right here. And I want to try to buy down here at 388 a share. All right, I want to try to buy 388 and 389 now. And, yep, 388, 389 is what I'm aiming for here. And 392, I'll buy there. And it's already gone back over 4, folks, so that's the end of it. It's at 399 I'll try now. And I'll try 398. And we are off and running, folks, and this thing is rising. And I'm trying to buy right now 398, 397. Send those in. Now let's jump over on SoFi real quick and see where it is. I just filled at $4. SoFi down to $24.55 now. $24.50, and I'm on SoFi buying right now. And I just bought $397 on open. I just got $397 on open. I'm buying open at $397. And I just bought some SoFi just then. I'm buying 10 shares at a time at $24.66. And I had my orders in at $23.66, folks, and now they're trying to get it at $24.66. Goodness gracious sakes, folks. And I'm up $71.96 on this right now. Let me get over to this account here, please. Hold on. And now we're trying to buy SoFi here right now, buying this. Coming in on this for a 5-share buy on this account, day only. And we're going to do market share buy. And we're trying to buy $24.50 right now. $24.50. Yes, I acknowledge this. And yes, I acknowledge that. And go. And we're trying to buy this right now, SoFi, at $24.55. And I'm going to try to buy right here 5 shares. And I'm going to go into a market share buy and review order. And I'm going in on SoFi right now, folks, trying to buy right around $250, place order, market share. And now let's go over here and look at accounts. We're going to look at positions. And on this account, I am holding right now 220 open, and I'm up $3.15 on it. I'm up $3.72 today on Shopify. Wow. Holy crap. Shopify, man, moving, baby. All right. It's actually down just a smidge now, but still, wow. All right. SoFi Technologies and Open Door is now up 4.89%, now up 4.76. It is up 4.95, now 529. I'm going in on open, going back in on open here, folks. Open to buy. Open to buy. I'm buying open right now, folks. I'm going to come in on 10 shares of this right now at market. Don't worry, it's at market. Review order and place it. and go to order status. And I am buying, just then I just filled at 40972. I'm going to duplicate this order. I'd like to get 408. You know, I love to buy 408. So we'll review order here and try and get 408. And we got right then 40881. All right. Yes. Got a 40881 there. Nice. And I'm happy about that. Now let's try and see if we can get it even lower. And right now it is at 405, 404. So I'm buying open here. And I'm going to go in right here for a small share order. They're trying to take it down to 398 review order and place it right now. I love 397 buys. 397 buy, folks. And I just filled at 40251. 40251. And folks, I'm buying open here. I'm buying open 10 shares at a time. Review order, market shares, going in again. And I just filled at 405. So it's on its way, folks. 402 to 405 just then. I just filled. And I filled at 481 just now. And this is the stock OPN. Now let's go look at SoFi. Holy smokes, is that right? No, that was 24.74 in the pre-market. Now at 24.30. Look at them trying to pull it back down to at least red for a second. They're just trying to get it down red for a second. And now, folks, I'm going to be buying SoFi here, 10 shares. And I'm going in right now. Look where they are at my dollar cost average, folks. They're a penny below my dollar cost average. What do you know? They took it down to 1 cent below my dollar cost average. Buying at market here. Oh, yeah. And now it's 6 cents below my dollar cost average. Oh, for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Now they're going for 13 cents below me, folks. And by the way, I'm buying here at 24.13. I just filled 24.16. And look at it go right back up after they tried to hit 24.13 there on SoFi. 24.13 I'm buying here. 24.08 I just filled. Holy smokes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Buy, folks. And look at all my orders down here that are waiting to be filled at $23.99 and $23.98. Here we go. Come on, fill these suckers. And oh, yeah. Oh, I knew they'd come down here. And I got your orders already in place at these prices, Dave. Yes, sir. Oh, man, they already turned it.
23. I'm at 23.96.
Yeah. Good. Oh, yeah, baby. I knew they'd come down here to these. I knew they would, folks. I knew they would. Nice. And they can't even get as low as I thought they would. They're having trouble here just to get below 24, and they can't even get as low as I thought they would. Wow. Man, close the door right there. And I just bought $23.98, $23.99, 24. And the door is closed, folks. The door is closed. Man, look at that thing bounce. And now I want to do a poll. Start a poll. And I want to know. Oh, yeah. And look at it at 24.13 already, folks. Wow. Nicely done, everyone. And now I'm going to come up to 24.08. I'm going to come up to 24.09. I'm going to come up to 24.10. And we got 15 voters. 47% of them say yes. So that tells me at least 8. And right now we got 163 here with us. And folks, look at that SoFi go. Just look at it go, folks. It is out of here, folks. And that was the rundown right then to get those shares where we just bought. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed, folks. All right. And just give me a second here. I'm looking for a piece of paper. The heck did I do with it? Here it is right here. All right. Well, look at her running up now. Look at her going right back up, folks. And they're 2 cents below my dollar cost average. Well, that didn't last long. That did not last long, folks. And I just filled at 24.18, 2 cents below my dollar cost average. And ladies and gentlemen, notice that the most shares of this stock today have been bought on my dollar cost average. You see that? The most shares of this stock purchased today at any price happens to be at my dollar cost average. And look at this. Above my dollar cost average, there's only been above my dollar cost average, there's only been this many shares. 49,000 shares sold above my dollar cost average. And look below, only 64,000, but on my dollar cost average, 3,768,000 shares have been purchased on my dollar cost average, folks. Isn't that insane? Oh, I'm sorry. That was not at my DCA. It moved up on me. That price is at $24.60 a share. Now you know why I told you $24.60 was going to be the resistance point. Now you know why I told you $24.60 was where it was going to be attacked from. Look at that. Look at him stop that thing at $24.60. The number I said would be the resistance today. It's true, folks. I told everybody for $24.60, it's got to break that or it won't go to $26. Wow. Nice. And now you know why I told you to sell all those numbers up there, 2460s, 2470s, why I was telling you to sell there. Okay, coming back down here now. Where are we? Well, we're sitting 2 cents under my dollar cost average. What a place to nestle in and buy and accumulate shares. What a place to nestle in and accumulate shares. 2 cents under Catfish Tyler's dollar cost average. Have you guys ever seen this happen before with this stock? Have you guys ever seen him sit and accumulate 2 cents under my dollar cost average on this stock, on any stock before? Pretty amazing to watch it happen every day, isn't it? All right, I'm coming up here to buy. I think they're full of crap.
Open dropped down, but now it's bouncing back up. It's at 394.
All right, good. Thanks for keeping me abreast of it. It's good to know because I can't keep track of all of it, but thank you, man. And look at this, folks. I just got to steal away some shares at 24.04 there. And you just see all those shares I just bought and look at it rise now. I just got a bunch of shares at 24.04, 24.05, 24.06, and then look at it rise off of that. Folks, I'm telling you, if this ends up being the low of the day that we just saw established earlier at just now at 23.97, if that ends up being the low of the day, we're going to go to 24.97 by the close. Don't be surprised by it, folks. If 23.95 ends up being the low today, we're going to see $24.95. And you want to know how I know that or believe that? I'll show you in just a moment. Let me get these orders put in here. Okay, so let me show you. I happen to track this stock's high and lows every day. And I'm going to show you why I know it's going to be very good for you to buy here. So we're going to go over here, and this says high-low sheet right here. And ladies and gentlemen, on this piece of paper, on this document I track each day the opening price, the high price, the low price, the closing price, and over here I have the swing from high to low.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, look at the swing from high to low. $1.23, it recovered 30. $1.21, it recovered $1.13. $1.41 swing from high to low, it recovered 72. $1.21 swing recovered 55. $1.24 swing recovered $1.15. 82-cent swing yesterday, and it recovered all of it. It closed at the high of the day. So let's put in today's data right now. Hey, Dave, can you help me? On the main screens on Yahoo, does it say what the day's opening price was? On Yahoo, the main SoFi page. Yeah, on SoFi. What was the open?
Open is 24.61.
24.61. All right. What was the high?
Let's see, the day's range, 24.91 is the high.
24.91.
23.95 is the low.
23.95 is the low.
Yeah, day's range, 23.95 to 24.91.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 96-cent swing. And where are we now, right now? What's the price now?
SoFi is at 23.93.
Well,
91.
Okay, well then,
23.91.
the low can't be 23.95. It just established the new low, 23.91 just then.
Yeah. 23.86.85.
Okay, good. 23 point. I'm going to say 77. That's the number they're going to go for. I'm just going to say 23.77. So that's a $1.14 swing and only a 14-cent recovery. No friggin' way, folks. That isn't going to happen today. That's not going to happen. No, they haven't been able to hold this thing down where it didn't recover shit ever. That's not happened in 2 weeks where they couldn't let it recover. So, folks, I'm buying here. I'm buying like crazy here. And I'm going to come in buying right now at market, send it in. And I just filled at 23.89. Oh, good. And I'm going in here, folks. I got 2,100 to spend, and I'm going to be buying right here near the low. And I just filled at 23.88. Nice. And now 23.91 I just filled. Folks, this stock is going to go up $1 from here. It's going to end up around 24.88 a share by the end of the day is my call. Because they just ran it down with the 10 million shares they borrowed this morning. And now they got to buy them back. And it's going to be what I call a vaginal dip. Okay, that's what I call it. I call it the vaginal dip. Just a slit gap down and then right back up without any accumulation. There'll be no nut sack here today. There won't be a nut sack happening. It's not going to nut sack today, folks. And they're trying for 2177 right now. They're trying for 2477 here, folks. 2377. There's where they're going right there. And they may even try 2366. Yep, come on, baby. They got the 77. Here we go. Stay with me, folks. They're trying for 2366. They're not going to get it. They're done. They're done. They just ran out. And now I need to jump over on this account, and I need to start buying. Oh, jeez. Hold on. And get over here.
23.74.
Buy. Duplicate order. Buy. And I want to buy 10 shares here. 5. Review order and place it. I'm going to go up here to, what is it? Oh, no, not open. I don't want open. I don't want open. I want SoFi. Buy SoFi here. Hold on. Dadgummit. Dang. I'm missing an opportunity here. Now 24.71. Review order and place it. Oh,
69.
oh man, dadgummit. Account. Hold on. Summary. Hold on here. Balance. Here we go. All right, 283. Okay. Accounts. Position. There we go. Come down here and put on SoFi. And where are we now with open? Open is now at 377, for open. Okay. Well, that's a good number to buy.
Yeah.
That's a great number to buy, actually. I'm going to buy right here some SoFi right now. And I'm going to go in here, very limited orders, nothing big, just going to be nibbling at this. And I'm going to do a market share order, review order, and place it at the 77. Place order. And order status. And folks, there it goes. There it goes. It's right on its way. I just filled at 23,795. I just filled at 23,795. And I believe that open is going to make SoFi is going to make a nice move from here, folks. So let's go over here now. Let me take a look at this. SoFi summary page. And folks, there's your vaginal drop right there. That was it. You just saw it to 23.77. They got it down there. And watch now. They've got to buy all those 10 million shares back over the next half hour. Watch them buy them all back and run it right back up, folks. This is what we're seeing every day. At one point or another, they decide to sell the 10 million shares they borrowed and then buy them back over the next 15, 20 minutes. Watch. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And therefore, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to buy SoFi right now. Buy at market, review order, and place it. Buy market, send it in. And I just filled at 23.85. Now I filled at 23.87. Look at it go, Dave. Look at this thing go. And they got to buy back the 10 million they just borrowed. And you can see it shows me down right now $111 on SoFi. But watch what happens, how fast I'll go green here, folks. Watch how fast I'm going to go green because they just gapped it down. And now I'm only down $90. I just filled at $23.94. All those orders I put in down low did come down here and fill the 23.66, the 23. Yes, 23.66 low today, folks. Hey, Savannah, look at the low today, 23.66, Savannah. I don't know why they would do that. I have no idea why they would do that. I don't know why they'd make the low 23.66, Savannah, but I think they planned that. And look at it going back over 24 now. All right. All right, everybody. And what are they going to do now? They're going to bring it up here to 24.06 and stop it. Why are they going to stop it at 24.06? Because that's 2 cents under my dollar cost average, folks. Watch them right now. Put the brakes on this at 24.06, 2 cents under my dollar cost average. And interestingly, they'll even try to stop at 6 cents below my dollar cost average and accumulate. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. Here it comes. Watch it stop right here at 24.06 now. Oh, I'm not kidding, folks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shorts. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. It went over. All right. Nice. Hey, Lynn, how you doing?
She's not in here.
Oh, I thought I heard her voice.
Yeah, I got to run. I got a couple sellers in there at 24.96 and 25.07.
Good. And right now, let me tell you how high it's going to go.
Okay.
23.66 plus $1 is 24.66. Dave, if you just bought down in there in the 23.90s and stuff, just don't get greedy. Put them in at 24.55, 24.56, 24.64, 24.65, and 24.66. Okay? If it goes over that, no big deal. And don't sell them all. I don't know how many shares you're sitting on right now. How many shares you got of SoFi right now?
I don't know. I got to look. Hold on.
Holy.
Let me change these. I got to run. I got a doctor.
All right, no problem. I got you. No problem. I'm just telling you where to put your orders because it's probably not going to go up.
24.96.
I want you to go 24.66, 24.65. I want you to go out 24.55 and 24.54 because I think it could only swing about maybe 90 to $1 today, maybe $1.20. It might get $1.20, but might not.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going by what it's been doing every day. It's been swinging about $1.20 from the high to the low every day.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, man. Yep.
All right.
Goodbyes. Yep. Love you, man. Bye.
You too.
Yep. See you. All right. Good. Alexa, terminate the phone call. All right. So I said, did you just buy SoFi stock below $24 per share? 51% said yes. Nice. Nice. And there's the vaginal dip that I called out. Look, you can even see the little labial fold right there. And then there it is. Boom. Now they got to buy them all back now, folks. All afternoon, got to buy them all back. It'll be up to $25 by the end of the day. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And today you can see now on this account, I have, I'm down $126 today, but folks, that's because we hit the low. We just hit the lows. And we bought up. I've got a bunch of shares of Open, which I'm down a little bit on Open right now. I'm down a smidge on it, down $23 on it. And I'm only down $57 on SoFi right now. So that's good, folks. That's good. At this time of day, that is good. All right. And I'm very, very happy to see that. Let's get over here and look at it. And ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm going to run upstairs and I'm going to fill my coffee back up. I want to thank you all for being here. As you can see, we have a lot of viewers on the stream. We have 160. Now, I want to know if you guys can help me out because the time is 9:57. So please do me a favor right now. Start hitting the emotion buttons and let's get some hearts. And let's hit the like button together in 30 seconds, please. And let's just slam this thing, baby. TNXP, baby. All right. I want you to ready for this thing to go. We're going to count down. And we're going to hit the like button. 10 seconds together, everybody. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hit that like button right now, please. Yeah. All right. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get up to freaking 100 likes on here. I only see 49 out of 160 people on this channel right now. Tells me something is very interesting. We got a lot of shorters here, I believe. I believe we got a lot of shorts listening in to what I'm showing. And I want you to know, shorts, the reason you should be literally petrified right now is because this stock is at a point where there's never been any resistance before on it. And I'm going to show you right now so you shorts will understand. And look at this. Just look at this stock, folks. Folks, this is the stock chart for SoFi right now. This is the chart, and look at the volume coming in. I want you to compare this to 5 years ago when the price was at the same level. Right here's where we are now. And folks, there was no volume on this stock back then. No volume when the price was right here back then. There was no volume on this stock when the price was here. There was none. That's why it fizzled out, because it didn't have any power behind it. Now look at the volume coming in. Folks, holy smokes, look at this volume pouring in with this price. You think it's going to stop here when this kind of volume right here stopped it before? You think it's going to stop with this kind of buying and institutions coming in right here? You think that? I guarantee it's not going to stop here. And I don't really make very many guarantees, but one of them is that on this kind of volume, seeing it stop at that point, down here with this kind of volume, I don't freaking think so. I don't think so. I don't think it stops here at all. All right? And I think any pullback of 2% should be bought. Any pullback of 2% is going to be quick, and it's going to be the vaginal drop each day. 2% vaginal drop, and we buy it every day when it does. All right? I'm just going to call it for what I sees it as. I call it that because it looks like one to me. And if you don't know what I mean, come over here and take a look at the one-day chart, and you'll see that they just did the vaginal drop. There it is right there. Bing. Man, you can see right there, folks. Just look at it. Look at that. Bing. And there's right there. Man, you could get your tongue all over that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, folks, I know what I'm saying. And I call it as I sees it, folks. And this thing is going to launch right on up and keep going, because they got to buy back the 10 million shares they just sold. And now they got to buy them back. Oh, yeah, a little hitch here and go. Just a hitch and go right here. Hitch and go. You can see the same thing right there. See that right there? Same thing now. Pull it down to there and then go. She goes. Pull it right down to right there now, shorty. From right here, pull it down to that line right there where you were over here, and now right on up, and then you'll have the perfect vaginal look. I mean, it really will be artistic almost, the way you guys pull this off. I mean, can you guys see where I'm coming from? Can you guys see? I mean, all they can do is pull the 5-day right down to the 10-day, and then it just bounces right off of that 10-day. Boing! I'm telling you right now, folks, if you happen to be a holder of shares shorted on this stock, you need to quickly make your way to the exits, okay? And this should be the sound you should be hearing right now for all of you that are shorting this stock. That should be you. In case you didn't know it, you should be well out of here on your way, because this thing is getting ready to run, folks. This thing is getting ready to run. And this is what I hear right now. All aboard! All aboard! SoFi head node! All aboard! Don't miss this train, people. Don't miss this train. Do not miss this train. You'll regret it. I'm telling you. You better not miss this train. All aboard, everybody. All aboard. Close your dirty shorts. Right on. Yes. SoFi accumulate, 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 while she is down at 28 cents. That's right. She's down 28 cents, folks. Doesn't that just scare you to death? It's down almost a whole percent. Oh my gosh, doesn't that just petrify you? Doesn't that make you scared knowing that they borrowed 10 million shares to get the price to fall down 28 cents? And now it's only down 27, and now it's only 26, and soon it'll only be 25, and then it'll be 25 green. Oh yeah, folks, here she goes. Come on in, the water's fine. And right now I am up on today, let's see, OPN, where are we now? 370. All right. I'm down a little bit on that today yet. Not bad. Not bad. And there goes SoFi back over. There she goes, folks. Get a picture of the vaginal drop. You might not get it. This could be circulated all over, man. Look at this thing go. Look at them trying in desperation to hold this thing down. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to watch those monkeys play around and think they control this thing. They don't control shit, man. They're losing their asses again today. And this thing's going to bust over 25. It's going to be an all-new high today. It's going to be a new high, a new 4-year high today, folks. 4-year high. That's right. Going to soon see a 4-year high on this thing. There she goes. Get your last picture of 23.99, which I just did, and now 24. And there's 24.01. Write it in the books. Put it in the history books. This thing is history, shorty. Oh, my God. And I love it. I can show them a 23.98 and a 24.02 within 2 seconds of each other. That's when you know you're screwed, when you got buyers coming in and pushing it from 23.98 to 24.02, just like that. And there it is again. See, people are buying on that 23.98. Big buys. Big buys coming in here, folks. Big buys coming in on SoFi. Let me call it out to your attention right now. And the volume is already at 20 million shares, folks. We were at 20 million at lunchtime, 1 o'clock yesterday. All right, we're already at 20 million now. And probably 15 million of that has been shorter selling. And I just took the last picture of 24.03. And now I'm going to take the last picture of 24.04. And there's the last 24.01. There's the very last 24.02. Ha ha. Oh, look at it. Oh, you shorties, give it all you got, man. Waste your money. They're trying to piss out a 5-alarm fire, folks. Shorties standing around, and they're on that tug of war. And folks, you saw the thumbnail I put up today. You saw that thumbnail that I put up. That's the shorts, folks. This is what they look like right now. This is what the shorts look like right now. And I'm telling you, I want you to picture this because this is the shorts. And I want you to understand, picture this, folks. Would you rather be on the end of the rope? There's going to be 1,035 in the pool tug of war competition. There's 1,035 entries. Do you want to be on the team that has frickin' get the hell off my screen? All right, here it is again. Do you want to be on the team that has 975 pulling on one end of the rope? Or do you want to join this team here? Do you want to join that team with their other little long and shorts? So do you want to be on this end of the rope with 975, or do you want to be over here with the 59 that are pulling against the other side? Which one do you want to be on? Because I got news for you. If you're on with the 59, this is going to be the look on your faces. And this guy here, I think the one behind him might have slipped in a little too close. It looks like he might be making a penetrative move. And I'm not going to go any further with that, but I think you know what I mean. I think that might be baloney right there, or Schitzer, one of them. And I think David's hiding his face behind him there. I think that's David right there. I wouldn't be surprised that he'd pick that spot in the rope line. Zoom out. Folks, I wouldn't be surprised right there to see, I wouldn't be surprised to see that one you see right there, that's David. And right here, I think that's Schwitzer. I'm pretty sure. It looks a lot like him. Yeah, jiggle tits. That's right. Sin short hair smells like money. Oh my gosh. Let me fix this camera problem I've got. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. All right. So right here, folks, you can clearly see David's hiding his face right there. He's in there behind. And you can see right here, I think that might be Timothy. And I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm just guessing. They look very similar. And again, I ask you, which one of these stocks do you want to be on the end of? Do you want to be pulling on this rope where there are 975 members on that side of the rope, 975 on that end, and 27 on the short end of the rope? I think they've gotten the short end of the stick. And if you think this price is going to stay at $23.98, dream on, shorty. There's a whole new SoFi that you can't control anymore. You just sitting here right now, getting in here motorboating. Motorboating right now, motorboating between the tatas. See those two red ones right there? Just did a little motorboating in here. And then they're going to come over here and try to motorboat. We're looking maybe for the total recall formation, but that doesn't look too promising for them to hold this down. Doesn't look promising at all. How many shares you selling now of the borrowed shares that you got paid to take today? Yep. There's more than one institution offering shares to borrow and paying people to take them. There is now an average price, folks, of shorts and available shares to offer. The interest rate that they're paying is an average now because there's more than one. And boy, you know they're getting desperate when they all start offering shares at a discounted and paying them to take the shares. Now, I want you guys to know this. If you'll just give me a second. Just give me a second here. All right, so here's what I got for you today while we watch SoFi springboard over 24 and go on up. I want you to know that the new Goliath member, David Kennedy, if you're here, David, please email me so I can send you all of your spreadsheets. I may have already done it, but I don't recall doing it. I've been so busy. I want you to know that Powell is going to be speaking at Jackson Hole, folks, on Friday. All right? And will he hint about a rate cut? I don't know for sure, but I think it's a possibility. I also want you to know that the reason the market actually recovered jitterily yesterday was because HSBC and Bank of America are bearish on the market, okay? Bank of America was telling you to sell short S&P 500 when it was down around 4,800. They were telling you to short it, the S&P 500. So that tells you how much intelligence they have. Now, I want you to know that yesterday, some insiders did again do some selling, and they sold for tax purposes. So that is a nothing burger. All right. I want you to know that yesterday the shorts returned a measly 5,000 shares. I want you to know that the cost to borrow has been negative, and it's 0.22%. They're paying these people 0.22%. And this is an average now, not just this number, but an average, because more than one entity is offering shares to be shorted and pay people to take them. I want you to know that this is an orchestrated attempt to hold SoFi down and manipulate it, folks. This is an orchestrated attempt to manipulate SoFi stock. The bulls are saying with their option sentiment that we're going to see 25 to 26.50 in the next coming days. I want you to know last night in the after hours, the dark pool action was very high again. In the after hours, in the dark pool, there was 1.5 million, 8.3 million, 16.9 million, 1.9 million, and 6.5 million. 1.4 million and 6.15 million. And in the secondary market, folks, there was 1.06 million, 1.6 million, 5.5 million. And look here, folks, 24.2 million. That's 999,900 shares. And folks, that's a hedge fund buying at that number, 999.9. That's a hedge fund, folks. They bought 24.2 million shares. I wonder, do you think they're selling any of their stock today in this rundown now, in the double Tata rundown, where they sold 5 million shares here of the 10 they borrowed, and now they bought back 5 million, and then they're going to sell another 5 million of the 10, and then they're going to have to buy them all back, folks, and it's going to run right back up here. They're going to have to buy them all back. And so therefore, I believe this is a good place to buy here. So I'm going to come in, trade, and I'm going to buy SoFi right now. Buy at market, send it in, and I'm buying now. I just filled at 23.85, and I'm going to buy again now at this number, and I'm going to sell them at 24.20 after I do. And I just filled at 23.86. I'm going to sell them at 24.20. I just filled at 23.86. I just filled at 23.84. I just filled at 23.84. And folks, notice it isn't dropping. It's not dropping anymore. They're just accumulating here. 24, 23.82, 83. They're just accumulating, folks. I don't know when this 82 number became a favorite of theirs, but they've really started trying to get as much as they can now at this 82. It's like they've been watching me for so long. They're like, we're going to have to mix it up because he's too on to us now. So they've changed some numbers, and one of them they now like to get seems to be 82. 82 is one of the new ones that they just love to accumulate, so I'm just going to accumulate with them here at 82. It just seems like a number for some reason. This is a new number for them, and I've never known it to be before. And I'm buying now at 23.80. 23.80. And I now have 681 shares of SoFi stock. Let's go look at OPN. And I'm down $21 on this right now. And they took it down to 360, huh? They've taken it down from what? 410, huh? 410. Well, folks, you know I tell you to sell at the 408. You all know to sell at this 408 number because that's on my sheet right here. Buy, sell sheet right here. Hold on. buy sell sheet. There it is. Look at the top one. Sell the 06, the 07, the 08. And then buy back as low as the 78 cents below or the 89. That's my call. And look, it's at 74. It's at 74, 75. See that? Man, oh man, and it even went down to 60. That's why you sell that 08, people. That's why you sell the 08. And that's why I told Dave to put in a sell order at 25.08 today. All right. I'm buying here. Buy at market. The reason I want to buy at this number is because so few have bought at this number right here. So few have bought here. And I just filled at 376. I'm trying to buy again. I just filled at 375. And again, I like to buy this number because there's so few shares that were bought just below that. See, right there, there's so few shares comparatively. So this is a good wall right here. And I'm buying at the bottom of it. I expect it to go right back over where all these people bought in. Because see, where all these people bought in, when they try to run it down now below, they just dollar cost average down. They just dollar cost average and they buy here. When they just ran it down there, they just buy it there too. So now they've dollar cost averaged. They got in too soon up here, and then when it runs down here, then they start dollar cost averaging and buying. You can see all the shares they bought when they got it right here. And now it's going to run right back up is my call. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Watch it go back up over this wall because there's a big gap there now. They've already saturated this out. They've already wrung this out through here, folks. They've already wrung it all out. There's no one else that wants to sell in here. They've already wrung everybody out here in this range. They've wrung it out, folks. It's completely depleted, in my opinion. You'll see. Watch. In 20, 30 minutes, it'll be sitting up here. Watch. Because they've already saturated this with sells. And now we got buyers are going to come in. They're going to be buying it up. They've sold it. They've oversold the dang thing. The RSI is probably negative. Open. And now let me get over here and change this where I can look at it right now. Yeah. Look at that RSI. They completely tanked it out where I just got through buying some. They completely tanked out the RSI right there. Look at that massive sell to get that thing to drop to that price where they could get in. And now they just got a nut sack right there and another little sack there. And now this thing's going to run. You can see them attacking it hard here, attacking it hard, but these are buys coming in now. Buyers coming in down here. And look at the exponential and simple moving average rising, folks. I like it a lot. I like open here. Now I'm going to go back to SoFi. Oh, yeah, man. Look at that double tie. Look at that deep vag and then the double tie. The deep vag and the double tie. There it is. The deep vag. And really, when you expand in on it and you get a tighter look at it, that ain't nothing there but a nut sack, baby. And look at all the buyers that came in on that sack. Look at them all come in buying the shit out of it there when they ran it down to that price right there, which was $23.77. $23.77, they started coming in, folks. No pun intended. And now they're just trying to wimpy sell less and less and less and less and less and less shares to make it fall. See? It's just smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. You know why? Because they're about to run out of their 10 million shares that they borrowed. They're trying to leach them out now, trying to leach them out, and keep pushing it down with smaller and smaller volume until finally they just run out of the shares they borrowed, and now they got to buy them back. You wait and you see, folks, what happens here. 2377 for the second time they're trying now today. 2377 for the second time. And ladies and gentlemen, right here's where they were. They took it all the way down here to 2366. Last low was 2366, folks. And now we're sitting at 2372. Oh, resistance at 2372 instead of 2366 now. Resistance at 2372, 6 cents higher than the previous resistance of this morning. 6 cent higher resistance now than of this morning's resistance. Yeah, baby. Now 7 cents higher. And she's on her way, folks. She's on her way. I would suggest you pick up some more shares here at 2373.74. I would definitely consider getting some shares here, folks, because I think they have run out of it. I think they're virtually out of their shares to keep dumping, folks. They borrowed 10 million, this morning to sell and sell and sell all morning. And they just sold the biggest whopping load right then. Look at them blow their load right then. Look at them blow their load right there, trying to push it down. Look at them blow that load right there. That right there, folks, was 266,000 shares. 266,000 shares right there on that candlestick. And then look how little they try to keep pushing it down with on this one here. Only 88,000, now 94,000, now 99,000. Now 112,000, now 172, a 50,000 share, 60,000 share dump just then. Now 331,000 shares on this candlestick dump. 331,000 shares on that candlestick dump. To try to get again to 2366 is all. 2366. What's the big deal, you guys? The price was $6 a share a year ago, and now it's $23.66, and you're proud of that? Are you proud of being able to get to $23.66 twice today? That's quite an accomplishment. Let's give them the clap, folks. Come on, let's give it to them. Let's give them the clap. They did it twice, folks. They got it all the way down to 23.66 with their borrowed 10 million shares. Yay. Man, you guys are powerful. You guys are so powerful. Let me show you how powerful the shorts have been over the last month with SoFi so you understand. Let me make sure you guys understand how they've controlled this stock since the earnings call like they always do. And before I show you this, I want to show you this, ladies and gentlemen. I got this to show you before I show you what I'm going to show you. Pardon my crappy writing, but you better look at this. After an earnings call 2 years ago, SoFi fell 31% in 8 days. The next earnings call, SoFi fell 42% in 5 days. The next earnings call, SoFi fell 48% in 26 days. The next earnings call, SoFi fell 45% in 22 days. And are you starting to see what they used to do with this stock after earnings? Well, I got news for you. It's 1 month after earnings now almost. And how much have they run us down? They haven't, folks. We're up 9%. We're up 9%, folks. This has never, ever been done. This has never, ever been done before. And, folks, Dave, congratulations. You just hopefully had some orders fill at 23.57 because I had buy orders at 23.55, 56, and 57. And I also had that number, 23.51, folks, I just filled. I just filled 23.51 because I had that on my trade chart, on my thing here. Oh, man, I'm on the wrong stock here. Dang it. SoFi. And I don't like seeing that open at 361 now. But I just fought, folks. I just bought at the low of the day, 23.51. I had an order sitting there to buy at that number this morning. You guys saw that. That number is what I had my least expensive order at. And you can see right here, it probably just filled because I had it in good till canceled plus extended. And let's go up here. Buy SoFi. It should be an order here for 23.51. And oh no, I remember I took it away earlier because I said, oh, they're never going to get down to this now. And sure as shit, they did. They actually got to the number I had, 23.51. They got there to 23.51 where I had my orders because I thought this would be the low today around this number. And I even thought about putting in 23.47 or 48 or 49. But I said, nah, let's just get 23.51 and be happy with that. So I had my order sitting there, folks, and I should have freaking left it there. I should have left it there. I should have known that they would do exactly what I thought they would. My gut feeling told me this last night to put in buy order at 23.51, and I had one there, dadgummit, and I took it away. All right, well, right now I don't have any cash left to buy with, and I'm not going to sell either Open or SoFi here because they're both at the low of the day right now. And they won't be there for long, folks. This is it. So now let's go change this to 23.47. High-low, we're going to change it to 23.47. The low, 23.47 now. And now, what is that? That's a $1.44 swing. See up here, a $1.23 swing, and it regained 30. A $1.21 swing, and it got back a $1.13. A $1.41 swing, and it got back 72. A $1.21, and it got back 55. A $1.24 swing, and it got back a $1.15. And then today, we've got a swing of yesterday, 82 cents, and it got it all back because it closed at the high. And then today, a $1.44 swing again. So we've got a $1.41 swing, a $1.21, a $1.24, and today a $1.44 swing. And folks, if we close right now at the price where SoFi is right this second, and if we closed right now at this price, which is 23.44, if we close at 23.44, and that is the low, we got to make this 23.43 now. And now they've swung it $1.48. They've manipulated this thing $1.48, 23.41, now 23.40. 23.40. I just saw 23.40. And that is it. And now they've swung this thing $1.50 today, folks. $1.50. Man, that's the biggest swing we've seen in all month. This is the biggest swing we've seen all month. Thanks, Kat. I bought 5,200 shares of SoFi at 23.67 after I sold all 52 at the high yesterday. Loved your Wheel of Fortune video. Loved your excitement. All right, Emmanuel. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for that contribution, too. I'm going to add you to the list of people in the drawing. There we go, Emmanuel. All right, so one of the things I want to check right now. All right, let's go over here. And one of the things I want to check right now is charts. RSI is completely negative, folks. The RSI has just been pushed all the way into the negative. And by the way, to my knowledge, there isn't any news. Let me see if we got any financial news that just caused this big vaginal drop. If Apple wants to build a robot, it will need AI chops, okay? Intel stock surges as SoftBank takes $2 billion stake in Intel stock. Last U.S. investment in Intel would be aiming at helping companies stabilize, Besant says. Trump's tariffs get the seal of approval as the S&P affirms credit rating. The S&P affirms credit rating. And there we go, folks. There was your big 10 million sell-off. There's your big 10 million share sell-off. Stock is down a massive 394 today. And that's going to be the end of the line for SoFi shorters today. They just accumulated right here at this price. They got all they could, folks, and they ran out. There are no longer any shares. They got 382,697. 382,697. Those shares are all going to be wiped out and gone. All wiped out and gone, folks. 23.49 right now. And I'm going to log out here, folks. Just give me a second, please. And I'm going to log out of this account right now. Hold on. Log out. And now I'm going to be logging into another account, so you guys just give me a second here. Give me a second here. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to get a message sent to me on my phone, a text message to verify this is me logging in on this account. So please wait for a second, and I'm going to send this. I'll be back. I'm going to put the screen on black for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to be back to trade with you. Just give me a moment here. Hold on. The screen is going to be black, and I will be right back. It won't be for long. And it looks like I just got a message from my son. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here. Just wait a minute, folks. I'll be right back. I'm going to put the... All right, I'm back, everybody. And I just got a message from my son. So hold on a second. Let me see what this is about. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. And right now I'm going to move over here on this account. And I'm going to make some trades. And we're going to go account, position. What's going on with my phone? And we're going to go to open, and we're going to be buying here. SoFi right now. We're going to buy here. And we're coming in for a buy. I don't know what's going on with my phone, folks. Hold on. All right, I'm back now, folks, and I'm in on this account. I'm going to start buying. And I'm buying the stock SoFi right here at 23.40s. And I'm going to buy right here 10 shares. Or actually, I'll buy 5. And we're going in market share order, review order, and place it. And now I'm going to go to order status. And I just filled it 23.41. So I'm going to go in again here. Buy, duplicate order. And we're doing 5. We're going to do limit now, 23.38. 23.38, folks. They love that number. Place order. And there they are right now at that number, 23.38. And then I'm going to go in again at 23.33. Nope. Go in here. Duplicate order, please. Duplicate order. There it is. And I want to go in now, 23.33, review order, place it at 23.33 range. And I just filled it 23.37.5. I'm going to go in again, duplicate order. And I'm buying now here at 23.33 if I can. Limit 23.33. I know they want that number, folks. And review order and place it. No. I don't want to order two. I just want one. Review order and place it. And I just filled at 23.33. I'm going in again. Duplicate order. Because they love this number, folks, to review and buy. They love the number 2333, folks. It is the most manipulated buy number of almost all of them, folks. This is one of their favorite numbers to accumulate shares. I tell you, folks, I know what I'm talking about. Duplicate order. And this thing is gone. It's gone now. Review order and place it. I'm trying to buy 2336 now. And this thing's out of here, folks. You can say sayonara to this thing. They're going to be buying back now over the next 30 minutes, and it's going to go right back up is probably what's going to happen now. And I'm trying to buy at market. Buy limit order is no longer market. 5, review order and place it. And I just filled that 2337.58. And I'm going to go in again. I love to buy at 2333 range. Dang. Duplicate order. And now it's at 12. She's gone, folks. And I guess I just ran out of all my cash here. All right, account balances. And yep, I now have no more cash in this account to buy with. Perfect. All right, let's log out. And there will be no more dropping of 2331, in my opinion. That'll be the bottom of it. They have manipulated this thing down, and now I'm going to come in on another account. You guys, give me a moment here. I'm going to trade another account here on this low, please. And I got to get a code brought into me, so just give me a second to get this code. All right, let me get this code. And I will be right back. I'm going to blank the screen for just a minute, and I'll be right back after I put this code in. Hold on. All right, we are up and running now. And it is time for me to come in on this one and start buying. And I have here, how much account cash? 2,100 to buy with. And I'm coming in on SoFi to buy right now. Buying here. I know what manipulation looks like. And this is it, folks. This is institutions wanting in. Buying right here, coming in for 5 shares, market share. Market, review order and place it. Trying to buy here close to 224. Come back over here. Time to buy again. Duplicate order. Just got it. I just got 2327.99. Placing the order again. And I just got 2325.5. Placing the order again. Oh, I guess they're going to try for 2320, folks. I just got 2322.5. What am I missing, folks? Is there something I'm missing going on? Review order and place it. Just filled at 2320.58. Man, I love to buy at that number, folks. I love to buy at 2320. You know I'll buy all day there, 2320. And I just got a 2319.5. And I will keep buying at this number because I know 2320 is one of their favorites for sure. And I just filled at 2320 and a half. And I'm going in again. Folks, if I tell you to sell at the 2320 when it runs up to that price, don't you think you ought to buy it when it runs down to that number? And I just filled at 2321.5. And we're going limit. Holy cow, look at it go. And I just filled at 2325. Duplicate that order. Going market now, and now off she goes. The dude has child trauma written all over his face. Who's this? Melodrama. Just bought 3 mirrors from SoFi at 2323. Nice. SoFi's mirroring NVIDIA. That's all. All right. Well, I'm buying the shit out of it right here. I know to buy this number, baby. 2325, 2320. Shit, man. This thing's already gone. This thing is out of here, folks. It is on its way now. They got all they could. They ran it down. I just filled at 2334, 6 cents higher than all those orders I just placed. Bam, look at it go, folks. It's just rising and rising, folks. Placing the order here. I just filled at 2336 and a half. And she's rising, folks. She's continuing to climb. And I just filled at 2338. Oh, 2337.58. Nice. And now, folks, we are going to change this thing big time. Review order and place it. Now, what I want to change is I've got to change the low. And what did they just get SoFi down to for the low today just then on that manipulative sale of 10 million shares they borrowed? And they got it down to 2318. 2318. Oh, goodness. Well, I filled here at 2320 and 2319 and a half and 2320 and 2321. I like that. And by the way, talk about a vag, baby. Look at that. Whoa. That's the vag. That's the other 10 million shares they just sold, folks. That's the other 10 million of the 20 that they borrowed today. All right, now they got to buy back 20 million shares this afternoon. That's my call, and I could be wrong. I don't think so, though. And I just filled at 2338.5. I love it. And I just filled at 2336.5. And now I'm going to come in, limit 2333. Yep, review order and place it. That's what I want. And I just filled at 2333.5. And I just filled at 2331.5. And I just filled at 2330.58. And I am now out 23.30.58 is as low as I could buy. 23.30.58 is as low as I could buy, and now it's at 23.34. So that's good. Those are all good buys there. My account position. So right now with this manipulation down, look at the account value. Says 501.69 down. Well, let me take a picture of that. And I can't wait to see where it is at the end of the day. Okay, let's log out. Oh, I really shouldn't have done that. I want to do, dadgummit. Man, just look at that manipulation there, selling those shares they borrowed this money and got paid to borrow. And she's out of here, folks. 23.40 now. And those are some good buys right there on that account. And where's open now? Oh, heck, I'm only down $19 on open. And by the way, open is moving, folks. Open is moving here. Open's moving here, folks. Take a look at open here. And you can look over at the charts on this. Right here is SoFi's chart. And they completely oversold it there, completely oversold the RSI. And look at all the buyers that came in when they got it there. Just look at all the buyers that started buying. And folks, they ran out of shares to sell, 10 million of them. And then they started buying them. And they're going to buy them all afternoon. They're going to buy them all afternoon, folks. And folks, I'm going to take this money on open. I'm barely down on it, but I'm going to sell this and I'm going to move it over to SoFi. And just as I'm selling it, they're dropping the shit out of it. So I'm just going to sell 50 shares. And everybody must be selling it with me, I guess. So I'm selling it all. There we go. It's all gone. Adios, amigos. And now we're going to come over here to our trade and put in SoFi, SOFI stock. And as I said, you should buy SoFi every time they pull it down 2 or 3%. Well, that's what they just did, folks. They just pulled it down 2 or 3%. And so now I'm going to begin, and I'm going to be buying shares here, folks. And I believe it is going to continue to climb, so I'm going to buy at market here now, send it in. And I'd love to get 23.47. I got 23.48. All right, that's good. All right. Now listen, folks. I am of the belief that now let's go change this to 23.18 low today. So let's go to our high low, 23.18 low. Wow. Let's go see how the spread has been today. 23.18 low. And folks, that's a $1.73 spread from the high to the low today. We've never seen anything like that recently. Not unless it was an earnings day. We've seen we've seen 78 cents, we've seen $1.23, $1.21, $1.41, $1.21, $1.24, 82, and today $1.73. How much will it come back off the low now, I wonder? Where are we going to close out? If we closed out now at 23.42, let's see where that puts us. If we closed at 23.42 now, a 24-cent gain off the low. We're only 24 off the low right now, folks. Plenty of room to go back up. Look at this. On this day when they ran it down $1.24, it made back $1.15 by the end of the day, folks. Look at here. When they ran it down $1.41, it made back 72. When they ran it down $1.21, it got back $1.13. So today they run it down $1.73. Is it going to get back $1.50? Is that what it's going to do now? Because, see, the reason that these things keep swinging so much, but then getting so much bought back is because they're dumping 10 million, 20 million shares. Then they got to buy back 10 or 20 million shares. So today they just sold another probably 30 million, and now they've got to buy back 30 million shares, folks. All right, and I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Just watch it rise. Watch the price slowly rise, folks. Right on back up now. And oh yeah, I'll buy the 23.44. 23.44. Give it to me, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Not sure what the news is. NASDAQ down 200 points. Everybody's nervous about Powell this Friday at the Jackson Hole. Honey? Just so you know, if you ever come down the stairs and forget to turn the light on, I put a lamp over there on the freezer now. You can see it sitting right next to the freezer. You can just flip that switch and you got light. You won't have to go back up the stairs anymore. But I'm just letting you know, if you come down and you're like, oh, man, I forgot. There it is right there. Just click on the light and it's shining all you can see. All right. Well, this thing's done, folks. They've beaten it too hard. They've thrashed everyone out of it. They got them all out. They leached everyone out of it, folks. And, folks, I'm loving that they're swinging this thing $1.40, $1.50 a day now. Man, we can make some serious money when we're buying the bottoms now. Man, we can make some serious freaking money off of this, folks. We can make such good money off of this. They swing this thing $1.25, $1.30 a day. All we got to do is catch the low, baby. Just catch the low and then watch it go. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, folks, this thing is about ready to blow up. They're going to get all they can at 23.33, 23.31, and they'll just accumulate here all afternoon, and then they're going to run it up, and it's going to run until they'll just sell these to each other back and forth as long as they can, and then they're going to run this thing up, folks. It's going to run. She's going to run. She's going to run. There's no way they're going to hold this down. They got to buy back 20 or 30 million shares that they've borrowed to sell this thing down this morning. And look at this, 23.31 again they're trying for. 23.30.31. That's what market makers do, folks. And by the way, look over here. They haven't had any shares here before. They've only had 170,000 shares here. And right here, there's only been 298,000 before. They've never had a lot of shares sold here, folks. They've never had big buys on these numbers. Here's where all the buying is, and here's where all the buying is, folks. Not down here, not down here. Because quite frankly, they just don't have that many shares to sell at this price, folks. If you don't believe me, look at 23.19 where they sold 202,000, and then at 23.18 they only had 14,000 shares. See that? Right here, they had 202,000 shares to sell at 23.19, and at 23.18 they could only muster up 14,000 shares. Man, well, that's closing the damn door right there, people. That's the door being closed, solidly closed, when they only had 14,000 shares there to give away. Folks, they've got no volume here left. They have no momentum. They're not selling 200,000 share clumps at a time to make it fall. They're selling now 10 and 20 and 5s and 1s. They don't have any massive amounts of shares to keep selling here to make it keep falling, folks. They don't have them. They're using teeny weeny shit here. This is David Chiaverini crap going on. 5, 10 shares at a time. There's no massive numbers. I'll read them out to you so you can understand what I'm saying. This one's at 192, 625 now. Now 198. Now 199. Now 199, 861. Now 218. Now we're filling down here. 159. Now 160. And now she's gone. 1,000 shares there, see? Just 1,000 shares to get that number, and she's gone. Just 1,000 they sold to get to that number, 22, 20, 23, 24. That's all they're selling, folks. 1,000 wimpy shares. See right here? They've only got 132. There's 9,000 they just sold there. Look, now they've sold here. 23,000 they sold there. And they just sold 36,000 there. And they just sold 20,314 here. 20,314. Folks, they're trying to get to 2313. They're trying to get to 2313 here. And they just sold there 20,314 shares trying to get to 2313. And now they don't have any more left there. They sold all 20,314 there. And on the next number, they sold 49,742. On the next number, 74,000. On the next number, 276,000. And now they're on this number, 198,154. And now you know why I bought so many shares at 2320 just now. 2320, people. They love, 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 love to buy there. They love to buy at this number, 2320. Accumulate, 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 accumulate. And folks, I always tell you, if the price rises from these up to the 20, you got to sell at that 20, folks. You know that. I keep telling you over and over, sell the 20, sell the 20, sell the 20. Well, if they run it down from $26 to $23.20, don't you think you ought to buy that? If I keep telling you all to keep selling at the $23.20 when they run it up so you can buy it back at $22.88, then don't you think you ought to buy the $23.20 if they run it down from $25 plus to $23.20 or $24.90 something to $23.20, down $1.70 something? And now the new low is $23.16. And let's go put that in here for the new low and see how much they've manipulated the price today. 23.16. 23.16. And folks, the swing today, probably they had it all planned. $1.75 swing. $1.75 swing. Nice. Now, And look, compared to the other days above, $1.23, $1.21, $1.41, $1.21, $1.24. Yesterday, an 82-cent swing, and today, $1.75 swing. And if it closes right now at 23.23, what will be the recovery if it closes at 23.23? The recovery of 7 cents. Folks, let me just tell you something right now. If they only let SoFi recover 7 cents today, for the next 4 or 5 days in a row, it's going to go up. And I can show you why if I come up here like this. Look at this. All right, let's look at the swings here, all right? Take a look at this, folks, with me. On this swing, it swung 50 cents and got back 37. But look at these 2 days when they only let it get back 6 cents and 4. What happened after that? The price went from $12.80 when they tried to squash the recovery. It went from $12.80 to $13.19, and then $13.20, $13.40, $13.60, $13.80. Now let me show you over here. Look at this. When the price is swinging 46 cents, then 44, 60 cents, up 58, 33 cents, only gets back 17. What happens the next day? 13.46, 14.32, 14.49. Holy shit. Now we got the swing, 60 cents, it recovers that much. 46 recovers that much. 86 recovers that much. But right down here, 46-cent swing, and it only recovered 13 cents. What did the price do the next day? It went from $13.97 to $14.48 to $15.17 to $15.20. Now you look down here, look at the price swings. And right here, see this? 81-cent swing, it recovers 72. 74, it recovers 64. 37, and it only recovers 16. Where's the price the next day from 1608? 1681, 1752, 1892, folks. Come on over here. Look at these swings. 89 cents recovers 84. $1.23 only recovers 29. Price is $19.95 that day. Then the next day, 2025, 2132, 2186. Are you starting to see a pattern? Then you come down here. And by the way, this is the date that we're at right now. We're coming into right now's time, folks. All these price swings that you're starting to see, folks, you should be very happy. Like here, see where it was $1.08, it recovered 73. $1.11 recovered 45. $1.02 recovered 91. 74 only recovered 10 cents. Where was the price the next day? 2072 to 2159 to 2220 to 2274 to 2450. Folks, if this recovery today ends up being $1.75 swing with just a 7-cent recovery, you should be jumping for joy. All right? From what I just showed you, every time that they try to squash a recovery, it's for a very good reason, because they plan on running the shit out of it the next few days. See? So here they are now, $1.75 swing. You think it's only going to come back 7 cents? Well, we can change this number now from 23.23 to 23.34. Now 35. So now it's recovered 19 cents. You think that's all it's going to get back today? Yesterday, the last few days, they ran it down $1.21. It recovered 113. $1.41, it got half back. $1.21, it got a little less than half. $1.24, it got almost all of it back. 82-cent swing, they got all of it back yesterday. What happens if this thing gets $1.75 swing and gets all of it back today? Well, you might not say that's possible, but if they've got to buy back now 20 or 30 million shares that they borrowed to sell all morning long to get to that low, then you might be in for a surprise. That's all I'm saying. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All I see right now is a very firm set of perky T's there. That's all I see. And that second one, you see they latched onto it so long, they stretched it out before it got ripped away from them. But it's gone now, folks. It has been ripped away from them, and they're not going to get it back at that price. And as you can see right now, I am going to go green here fairly soon. You might not believe it, seeing me down this much, but this is a point where you might want to ask yourself, I wonder if I ought to be buying SoFi right here. This is where you're going to get the question answered for you. Watch it on my balance sheet. And then you'll know whether you should be buying right now or not. Just watch this number right here changing. And you'll see, are the bears finally done? Have the bulls taken over? Are the bears finally out of this freaking thing? Have they borrowed all they could and sold all they could back and forth to one another? And now is it just going to recover? Folks, you better look at that number that they're accumulating at. And a Savannah, you might want to look at this. They're accumulating at the 33. This is one of their favorite numbers to accumulate. 33. I already told you a minute ago the 20 was one, and they sure as shit accumulated there, didn't they? And now they've run it up 13 cents from that. But boy, howdy, they sure did accumulate there. They bought, and that's why I was buying there. And now look at it rise, and it even went past their favorite number now to accumulate. And folks, they ran out quick. They only had 521,000 shares there at their favorite number today. And they just ran out. And they've already sold, all these. They've already sold these, folks. They've already sold all this off. This thing's going to run right up to here right now. Watch how fast it jumps up to this price. They've already sold it out. They've whipped it. They fleeced it. They shucked it all clear. There's nothing left on this thing. This is naked, folks. This thing is naked now. They have cut all the wool off this thing. They took it down to the skin. It's freaking naked. There's nothing here. No shares here, folks. There's no shares here. And you're going to see this thing rocket right up past all that, and it'll be doing it within 10, 15 minutes time. Because, folks, they've just sold it all out. You can only beat a horse so long, folks, before it drops. Okay? And this is done. They've beaten this thing to death here. They're done with this thing. They've fleeced this thing out completely. Watch how fast it runs right back up to here now. And you might not believe it, folks, but I'm telling you, I speak from experience. You keep your eye on this screen because you're about to see this price come right up through here and right to there in no time. 15 minutes, folks, it'll be there. Matter of fact, I'm going to go take a break, and when I get back, it's going to be at that where my thing is now. You guys hold on, and I'm going to play you some of my music. I'm going to play you some of my music right now that I've got about 125 songs on my YouTube playlist. So I'm going to play my music for you while I'm on a little break here. And you guys can watch the price go up like I just told you it was going to do within 10 minutes. You can all watch it. You can all watch it, folks. So I'm going to get over here to my playlist. I hope you like this channel. View your channel. There we go. And just so you know how to get to my playlist, folks, when you get on my channel, if you click on my icon, you'll come to my channel. And if you're on a phone watching this, you can just put your finger on the screen and swipe from right to left. And then you'll go over to my channel and you can go on my playlist right here. And there is all my music. And we're going to be playing you a song right now. And we're going to play you many songs. But let me just do one that seems to be a crowd favorite. And this song is called I Can't Find My Pants. And nah, we won't do that. We'll do Goodbye, So Long, Farewell. And I hope you enjoy this, folks. This is my music that I recorded in the studio some time ago. And it's called Goodbye, So Long, Farewell. And it's me singing and my good friend Jamie Loritz playing all the instruments except for acoustic guitar, which I put on here, and a little others. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Catfish Tyler. And you can find my music by searching my name, Tyler, last name Self. TYLERSELPH. And I will be back here very shortly, folks.
I knew right from the start that you would break my heart and tear my world apart. So I stayed away. You wore your blue jeans tight, had them ripped just right. You whet my appetite. You just love to play. You play with hearts and voice. You get larger voice. They fall in love with you. And here's what you do. Simply find a note. What you wrote. Give them back the world apart. Leave your note on your bed.
Oh, it's already gone back up where I said it would.
For me, I stayed away. When you looked my way, looked the other way. Would not give away that I was hot for you. All those other dudes, right out of the blue. I got the soup I do. Had your body close, thought I might overdose. Whispered in my ear, disappear. I didn't have a clue what you were gonna do, what you would put me through. But you, I wanted you. Yeah, I was blown away. There are no words to say the way you made me feel. Your body soft and smooth. You showed me all your moves. I really dug your groove. It all just seemed unreal. I never guessed that I would be your type of guy. Still, I don't know why you make me try. But I'm so glad you did. I'm glad I visited. I'm glad I stayed the night. 'Cause you were out of sight. But in my head, I knew that you would leave just like you wanted to. So in the morning, I jumped up and made some coffee and poured it up. I found a pen and pen and wrote. I wrote to you a little note. I left that note there by your bed. And you can guess just what it said. Goodbye, so long, farewell, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, so long, farewell, and see you later again. Goodbye, so long, farewell. It was great to know you. Goodbye, so long, farewell, but I've got to go away. 'Cause I know that if I stay, that you'll break my heart in two. And I know that's what you do. So when I say goodbye to you, so long, farewell, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, so long, farewell. It was nice to know you. Goodbye, so long,
All right. I'm going to do one more song for you. And then I'm going to be back here after this song. Let me just find another one for you. Let's do this one. I sang this for our wedding. This song was sung for our wedding, Cheryl and I's wedding, and I sang it about 15 minutes before she came out. Hope you enjoy it, folks.
Any moment now, she will arrive. The one who came along and changed my life. She's my only love, and she knows it's true. And I can hardly wait till she steps to view. Any moment now. And any moment now, I'll see her face. And when I do, I know my heart will race. I'll be 10 feet off the ground. Oh, once I see her in her wedding gown, in a moment now, any second